Hey, cousin. No, just kidding. What's cracking, cousin? You already know who it is. It's your favorite cousin, Ken Ken, here at the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center. I am a spiritual wellness practitioner. I'm an energy healer and a transformative speaker. For those of you who don't know me, I am Marie Moses. But for those of you who do know me, I'm your favorite cousin, Ken Ken. And for those of you who just now running into me, I'm still your favorite cousin, Ken Ken. Okay? So today we are going to be talking about this empty cup that you're pouring from. And I got a message for you, okay? I'm here to let you know that, listen, your cup done ran out, all right? It's empty, and if you cannot move and do the things that you want to do, there's a reason why. There's a good reason why, and I don't like to call them blockages, but I will say that there comes a point in time on your spiritual wellness journey in your life or whatever, where our creator, spirit, force, source, God, call it what you want to, will stop you. All right, because you're not stopping. So there's some things that you are doing that is not benefiting you anymore. And to prevent you from burning completely out, spirit will stop you. So it will seem like you have roadblocks. It will seem like negative things just keep happening and all these things, but there's a reason why. All right. So for those of you who need clarity, if you're looking to reduce stress in your life, I don't care what you're going through, if you're going through relationship issues, career and finances, personal development, anything that you're going through. If you need clarity, make sure you download your free guide, okay? You can get clarity about any situation today, and it doesn't take long. You just need some guidance, all right? And that's why you got your favorite cousin, Ken Ken. So if you have any questions, then you are more than welcome to ask your questions, all right? But I'm here to give you a very strict, direct message. It's coming off a little strong, but I got to give it to you real. You know I'm going to give it to you real, because if I sugarcoat this, then you're going to keep doing what you're doing, and you're not sure why things going the way they're going right now, but it's because of what you're doing. And there has to be something that has to change. Remember, we're here to grow. We are here as souls, growing and evolving and becoming the greatest version of ourselves. Hey everybody coming in. I'm your favorite cousin, Ken Ken, and I'm here to tell you some things. So if you're here, there's a message for you, and I got to give you a little disclaimer that once you hear what I say, you cannot unhear it. All right. So we are not responsible for the things that we don't know, because on the spiritual path, we always say you don't know what you don't know that you don't know yet. And the more you grow and the more you go down the path, thank you for the hearts, thank you for the love. The more you go down the path, you will learn more, and more will be revealed to you when you're ready for it. Okay. But if you're looking at me and you're listening to what I'm saying, then you're ready to hear this. All right. There are some things that you need to do that you are not doing. And it's not wrong. I don't want to come down on you and tell you that you're doing anything wrong, because there's nothing wrong. But if you want to know why things are going the way that they're going in your life, it's because of what you're doing. All right. There needs to be a shift. There needs to be a change. And we all have these cycles, right? We have cycles in life. There are cycles on the planet. There are cycles in everything, cycles. All right. As humans, we're not really taught about these different cycles. We just believe that we're supposed to stay the same way. We're supposed to be comfortable and all these things. But that's not it. All right. You are a soul that came here to grow, and you're going to go through these different cycles. I always say that we have a 3-year cycle. For sure, you have a 3-year cycle. So if you've been doing something for 3 years, let's say you've been on a job for 3 years, you started a business 3 years ago, something that you did 3 years ago, and you feel like, okay, I need to shift. I don't know what it is. This is working, could be working, making money, or whatever it is that you're doing. But inside of you, you don't feel satisfied. That's how you know your soul is ready to go. Now, your body can stay where you are because you have the free will. So you could choose to do whatever it is that you want to do. But I always say, if the soul is not happy, then ain't nobody gonna be happy. Okay? So You need to make a move so that your soul can be satisfied, because remember, you're not the body, right? Your soul incarnated into the body so that you can have this experience. But if you're getting stuck in relationships and on jobs and businesses and with people and places and things and all this, you're holding yourself back. Pretty much you're holding yourself back. Nothing is stopping you. And for all of you religious people in here, let me tell you one thing. Don't come in here talking about no old dirty nasty devil in here. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it, because I don't like excuses. A lot of people use that as an excuse, and it's not an excuse. Your enemy is your enemy. I'm telling you that right now. And whatever is happening outside of you, I don't care if it is happening in the spiritual. As above, so below. If you are having negative entities attack you and all this type of stuff, and these dark forces and all that coming up against you, they're coming up against you because they have an entry. All right? Let's talk about spirituality. Are we going to talk about it? Because when it comes to spirituality, a lot of people forget that spirituality is about growth. It's not about, oh, I know this and I'm so mystical and my aura is so big and this and that. Bump it. It doesn't matter. If you're not growing on a soul level, which means if your energy is not changing, you ain't doing nothing, don't care, goodbye. All right? And I'm talking about spiritual people too. So we're not playing no games. I do not play. I didn't come here to play. I know what I came here to do. And I didn't come here to play. I came here to help humanity to move forward. And the only way we're going to move forward is if we hear the truth. All right? You do not have an enemy. I don't care who told you that. I don't care where you read that at. You do not have an enemy. If you are in a constant state of fear, then you will always feel like somebody is trying to hunt you down, track you down, destroy you, kill you, rob you, and steal from you. And I'm telling you that only you can do it. Whatever it is, cannot do anything without your permission. Now let's talk about spirits, all right? Because spirits do not have an entryway into your life until you give them a way to get into your life. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank y'all. Share the live. Share the live. Like the live. Share the live. Let everybody see this. Because everybody need to hear this. Because it's time. All right. There's a reason why people do not want to sit at the mosque, the church, the synagogue, the temple, read the books all day long. People are tired of doing that. Let me tell you why. Because your soul knows better. Your body doesn't know, but you keep growing and you keep going. But your soul knows better. And your soul knows that there is nothing that can happen in your life that you do not allow and that you do not open the door for it to happen. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. Hit the copy link. Okay. Hit the copy link. Share the live. Hit the copy link. Share the live. Okay. You said, I haven't seen you in a while. You look amazing. Do you still do tarot card readings? No, I do not do tarot card readings. Hey, cousin. I have been back for a while, probably about a year now. But I do still assist you all, okay? I'm still here. But I always tell y'all, there are certain times on the path when you use certain tools. You will use your sage, your crystal, tarot cards, palo santo, whatever, okay? You're going to do all that. That's a phase. And then you're supposed to grow. Remember, I told you about the cycles. So we're supposed to be at a point where we don't have to always use so many tools in order to get what we need. We use them when we need them. Then when you don't need them, you don't need them anymore. So I don't need tarot cards anymore. I never did need them, but I loved them. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not one of the people to be sitting up here talking about how evil it was. No. I would not be the person that I am today if I did not read tarot. That is what introduced me into spirituality. And a lot of people will not grow because you're trying to stay so far in the light. You're so afraid of coming into the dark. But I'm here to tell you, you won't get to the light until you get into the dark. Okay? Come on. Come on in. The water's fine. You said, no, kid, okay. Okay, done. You say I'm in my tarot phase now. That's okay. That's all right. You said amen. Yes. You said I watch you, cousin. Yes, cousin. I read tarot for years. I read tarot for many years, and I will tell you that my life changed. My life changed. I got connected to my spirit guides at that time. Now, as you grow, your guides will change as well. So as your guides change and as you evolve, then as above, so below. Everything in the spiritual realm will shift as you shift. And you will not need so much of the things, okay? I used to have crystals everywhere. Y'all know I used to wear crystal rings, jewelry, bracelets. You know, I used to have my tarot cards and altars and all that. You do that, you know, in the beginning, because that's how you get in, okay? That's how you get into spirituality. I'm just being honest with you. Now, I'm not saying to do it because that's not the path for everybody, but that was my path because ancestrally, I come from a lineage of women and men that were into spirituality. So I always say the spirits are going to find you anyway. They're going to find somebody in the bloodline. And either it's going to be you, or it's going to be your children, or it's going to be somebody in the bloodline, because those doors and those portals are already open. Now, my responsibility was to close those doors that people who have come before me have opened, and to grow and evolve closer to spirit, which is the source. Okay, so that's what we do. And it's not wrong, because I'm telling you, the things that you will learn reading tarot and connecting to spirits on the other side, you will never learn from a person in this physical realm the way you'll learn from the spirits. I don't care what nobody say. That's just what I'm saying, and I'm gonna stick with that. People in this dimension, what they're telling you, it does not compare to what your guides will tell you on the other side. It just doesn't. It doesn't compare. It don't. It just don't. You know, it is what it is. You say you have 2 M's on your palm. Oh, okay, so you're a palm, what do they call it? Palmist? Palm reader? Okay. You said not me wearing and doing all the things. Oh, you wearing and doing all the things, Oracle, Empress, Tarot. You reading and doing all of the things. That's all right. You said, I'm feeling the shift. Yeah, because you'll feel like you just don't need it anymore. You'll feel like you don't need it anymore. When you have altars and things like that, you'll feel like you don't want to feed your altar anymore. You start feeling like you're just not as motivated. Whereas before you felt so, you know, excited and, you know, so connected to your altar. You'll get to a point to where you're like, you know, it's like a chore. It'll start to feel like a chore. Like, man, I just put some coffee and tea on this thing. I just did this. I'm tired of doing this. You know, you'll start to feel like that. But that's how you know you're learning and growing. And what I'm going to tell you is that when you come into the spiritual path, when you go onto the spiritual path, most people start off on a lower level because that's where we are. Okay. Energetically, we're on a low vibration. So the guys that we connect to are at that level. So they require a lot. They want a lot. You know, it's like you do for me, I do for you, you do for me, I do for you type of thing. But then as you grow and you don't need that anymore, then you don't necessarily need that much guidance from them, and you let it go. Okay, you let it go. And there are a lot of women that are closing down their altars and doing things like that. I'm helping women do that right now because there's a certain way that you have to do it. You cannot just decide that you are not going to feed this altar that you've been feeding for a year, 5 years, 10 years, and you're just going to throw all that stuff in the trash and break all your statues. You're going to have some problems in your house. Let's talk about it. You cannot decide that you're going to read tarot and then all of a sudden you go put the deck in the drawer and then boom, you're done. Oh no. Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, cuss. No, cuss. Okay, because you open portals. You open up portals. That's what you do. And a lot of people don't know that either. When you're reading tarot or you have an altar or any way that you are doing divination, you are opening up a portal. You're allowing spirits from the spirit to the physical. You're allowing them to communicate with you. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You say you're preaching, cousin. That's the truth. And see, a lot of times we don't know that. But like I just told you, on the spiritual path, you don't know what you don't know that you don't know yet. Because if you know, you won't go. So I'm not even going to tell you all the things that I could tell you. But you can join us in spiritual alignment class. Whenever you're ready to move forward, whenever you are ready to, do whatever it is that you need to do, join us in spiritual alignment class. I'll help you. I'm helping women do it right now. And they are glowing. They are glowing and they are flowing. And they're going through their spiritual initiation because I believe the only spirit can initiate you. And that is our creator. There is a way that we are initiated when we are called to lead and be spiritualists. No man can initiate you. No person can initiate you. It comes from the Spirit. So, it's just different for us. A lot of us, especially Black women, because we have ancestral ties. Let me see, mess with the mob and I got ties. Knocking off the fake ties. They want me going. That's what they thought. I love it. I'm just playing. I played, but I ain't playing though. Okay, you got them mob ties. All right. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's see. You said no doubt, cause everybody want to be, spiritual nowadays. Everybody want to be spiritual, but they don't understand. There's a dark path that you have to go down, and a lot of people don't come back. That's why you see a lot of people, especially on YouTube, every 3 or 4 years, they disappear. You never see them again. They'll be reading tarot for years, and they'll be there for you and all these things, and then they're gone, and you don't see them again. And the reason why it's like that is because when it comes time for them to go through their initiation, then they run back to church, or they run back to where it's safe, or wherever religion they came from. Because this is not religion. This is not, you cannot fake energy, okay? And if you say you want to be a leader, a spiritualist, a healer, and all those things, and you start opening up portals, you have to be ready what comes with that. You have to be ready for what comes with that. That's not just something that you do and you just like, hey, thank you. It's not something that you choose. I always say the path chooses you. You don't choose the path. The path chooses you. And a lot of people are choosing the path because they're seeing other people do it, because that's the world we live in. Everybody want to do what somebody else is doing. They read a book and they feel like they want to be on a spiritual path. Okay. All right. You say you try to join the class, but the link didn't have a button. Yeah, it does. Just click on that picture up there, the lighthouse button. And it's half off right now, so you can join half off right now. So everybody who want to join spiritual alignment class, it's a 4-week commitment to yourself, all right? Your healing journey is the number one thing that you need to be focused on, okay? And all these things that you're going through and all of these guys and all, listen, it's all going to bring you back to you. It's all going to bring you back to you discovering who you are and what you came here to do. Most of the time, we don't know that. When you start on your spiritual path, you don't know that. Most people will leave this planet and they still won't know. But if you are called to go down a spiritual path, you're going down a path that most people are not going to go down. They're not. But you will evolve and grow if you stick with it. Don't give up. And I told you, don't think about everything as evil. Even if you have the worst case scenario happen to you, I've seen some of the worst things happen to women on spiritual path. Everything works out for your good, and you're learning from it all. It's teaching you. How will you learn how to remove negative entities if you never have a negative entity to remove? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when people see negative entities or they have to deal with that, then they feel like, oh, this is evil, I'm running. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. That's why you got your cousin Ken, okay? Because whenever things start cracking off or whatever happened in your life, just don't run, okay? Don't start tripping. You're going to make it through. So if you want to join, just click on the picture right there at the top where it says Lighthouse and click on Spiritual Alignment Class and sign up. We have a private community. If you have any questions on your spiritual path, whatever it is that you're going through, you can ask questions in our private community. And I also have the Spiritual Advancement Masters Program, which I really would prefer you do that after Spiritual Alignment class because that's a lot more intense. But in Spiritual Advancement Masters Program, that's everything you need to know about spirituality. I mean, everything. Connecting to your guides, connected to your higher self is a lot of information. So that's why I say do spiritual alignment class first, because that's going to be a 4-week reset to get your energy right, to get you in position, to get clarity, remove the stress, remove the blockages and all of that. Because a lot of times we don't remove that type of stuff. So when you are not healed, but you're doing spiritual work, all right, I'm going to say it. This is the reason why we have a lot of women that are leading in the spiritual community and they are causing more damage than good because they're not healed. They don't operate on a love frequency. They will hurt you. Okay, let's just put it like that. And they don't see a problem with it. And I'm cool with it too, okay? Because there's light and there's dark. You just got to decide which one you're going to be on, all right? Because there comes a point in time on your spiritual growth journey where you have to decide either you're going to be in the light or you're going to be in the dark. Some women make up their mind, look, I'm going to be in the dark and it's what it is. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, you know? Because I know we're not all the same. But I'm here to be in the light. That's my position, okay? That's my role. So that's the path that I chose. And that's the path that I am helping other women who want to move and actually use this path to better themselves, better their family, heal, and do those type of things. Some women on the spiritual path will tell you, I am not a healer. I am not a healer, and I will put up on you. And they will. And they will. I've had to deal with all that, okay? But that's only because they're not healed. Because they don't understand that what they're doing to hurt other people is hurting the collective. You see what I'm saying? So as you grow and, like I said, you evolve and you understand that if I hurt somebody else, if I do something to hurt somebody else because of my own ego, then I'm actually lowering the vibration and frequency of the planet. They're not there yet. Some of them never will be there. You said, I am a healer and I have been told. Yes, you'll know if you're a healer. You will know because it's in your heart. You just have a heart for what you do. And even though, you know, you may do some things on the spiritual path that you're not aware that you're doing, when you are made aware of it, then you will make adjustments. You will make those changes and you will do what you need to do. And like I said, you will not give up on the path when it gets hard. A lot of people give up on the path when it gets hard, so they never get to that full potential. They never connect to that Christ-like energy where you can heal without so much tools and herbs and things. It's nothing wrong with that, okay? But when you're connected to that Christ-like energy, you're connected to the source, you're connected to spirit, your hands, you have healing energy in you. It's in your body, basically. It's coming through you. So, you know, you don't have to use so much, you know, candles and all of that. But I've been down that path, definitely. I was all at the what they call them places. Dang, I forget what they call them. It's been so long since I went. It's dang, what's those stores called where you go and get all your candles and sage and all that stuff? Not just the cute ones, not the cute. Dang, what's those stores called where you go and get all your candles and sage and all that stuff? Not just the cute ones, not the cute ones. The ones that you go in and you got to cleanse before you go in and cleanse when you come out. You said it's less necessary to use outward tools. Exactly. Once you realize that the power is within you, then you don't need all the tools. But we don't start off there. So we all start off using tools because we don't recognize that we have the power. We all start off using guides or connecting to guides because we don't realize that we have the power within us. We don't have to go to our guides to do things that we should be able to do. But like I said, some people will go their whole life. Yeah, that's it. Botanica. Yeah. Oh man, I went into one time, cousin. I was like, is this a haunted house? Literally. But I have been going to this place for years. It's crazy how spirit will let you just believe whatever you want to believe and do whatever you gonna do. Because I was doing the things, okay? I was up in the stores. And I was looking for some of the, was it Cascarilla? Dang, I think it's Cascarilla, the eggshells. Because I was getting ready to do a circle for my altar. And I didn't do spell work on nobody. Let's just do a sidebar. I did work on myself, okay? I did work on myself. But I did a lot of work for my ancestors too. Ancestrally, cleansing, you know, healing my bloodline, closing doors, doing things like that. So yeah, I did that. But I was going to get some of the Cascarilla from the store. And just, I always been going to the store. But just one day I went in the store, I just started feeling like I was being watched. I was just, and the statues, I never used to feel like that with statues. I never did. Like my daughter, she feels like that with statues, but I never did. I had statues on my altar and everything. I just never felt like that anxiety, like, you know, uneasiness. I never felt that. But this particular day, I did. And I was just like, I don't like this. You know, I don't like this feeling. Like, what's going on? It was shifting. You know, the energy was shifting. And I didn't know. And baby, when I tell you spirit rained down on me like a Georgia storm, baby. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm just happy I'm back to tell y'all about what it is, okay? You said I feel like, hold on. You see, I love statues and they everywhere. Yeah, I used to be like that. I used to have statues everywhere. Now, I don't need that, but I used to have them. You said I feel like all I really feel is exhaustion, and you're on a constant loop of talking about it. Oh, okay. You say you're on a consistent loops. What does that mean? Consistent loops and talking about it seems useless. Because you're going to have to write that again. You said you were growing. Yeah, I was growing. I was. So when people ask me, Can, you going back? You going back to read tarot? You going back to your channel? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm past that. Why would I go back? Why would I go back? No. That's crazy. But I know that everybody's at different levels of awareness. That's why I don't get mad when people ask me to go back or where I've been or what I'm doing and all these things, because I know that growing sometimes makes other people feel like, you know, they feel uncomfortable. They feel like they don't know you anymore. And they don't, because the old me is gone. Okay? She's gone. So it's just time to move forward. And I'm here to help you move forward and do the same thing. Okay? If you feel like you're exhausted, if you're feeling like whatever you're doing is just not working, it's time for you to shift. That's it. Bottom line to it. It's just time for you to shift. And I'm going to go back to the message that I was telling you. There are some things that you need to do that you're not doing. And a lot of times you don't know. You can't see it. You don't know what to do. But like I said, you do have guidance. So I'm here to assist you on your journey. But I always tell you, and I'm always going to point you back to yourself, because Spirit is always talking to you. So the last thing you knew to do, that is not going to change. So that thing that needs to be done, it needs to be done in order for you to move forward. This is not religion. And I think that's where I left off. This is not where you can look the part, you can say the prayer, you can do the communion, you can do the thing, and you feel good about it, and then you got to go back and do it again. This is not that. If you are not changing and doing the thing, then on a soul level, you're not growing and going up that ladder. You're not going up and evolving. And this is why you have people that are 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. They're still stuck in the same cycle because the things that they knew to do, they would not do. And your soul is going to make you so uncomfortable. You are going to feel like, I don't know what needs to change, but something has to change in my life. You said I looked for you on YouTube sometime this year, so glad to see you. Hey, cousin. I'm back. So make sure y'all follow us on our new YouTube channel too. So we have the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center on YouTube, and then the Lighthouse Women of Virtue on YouTube. It's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. And you ladies that are on the spiritual path, let me tell you something. Y'all get ready to shake the ground. You don't even know it. You do not even know it. Wherever you are right now is perfectly fine because it's all necessary for your growth. But I'm telling you, the more you heal, the more you grow, the more you let go of things that don't serve you, the more you start loving yourself, focusing on yourself, healing yourself, loving yourself, listening to spirit, getting connected to the source and all of that sweet stuff. Baby, you're going to connect to some power. You're going to get some real power. I'm telling you, it's your opportunity, and it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time. While everybody think the world is going crazy, let me tell you, it's going crazy, but not for those who are moving up. Not for those that are connected spiritually. It's not. It is the best time to be alive. It is the best time. And you don't have to work so hard. You don't. So like we were talking about, doing altar work and doing all those things and all of that. That's hard work. You got to do a lot of hard work. And it's stressful. But once you get connected to the spirit, you do not have to do all of that hard work no more. You just don't. You don't. You said not for all those in Christ. That's right. And Christ is a consciousness. Christ is a mindset. There are certain people who have this energy. They're born with it. You have to be born with it. I'm just being honest, because a lot of people will get baptized into Christianity or get baptized into whatever religion or whatever, and they believe that because they joined this organization that they're connecting to this energy. No, it don't work like that. It don't. But the world says that's how it works, right? Because the world is always going to try to duplicate what is going on in the spirit, okay? And that's just the way it is. It's not wrong. It's just the way it is. You have to know the real from the fake, what is, what ain't. But you have to be born. It has to be in you. It's in your bloodline. It's in your genetics. It's who you are. It's already there. You don't choose it. It is what it is. You said yes. Yes. You said, oh my God, such an amazing insight. It's the truth. You cannot choose the path. You do not choose anything, because our Creator created you with the intention already there. Okay. So, excuse me, there's a point on the spiritual journey where you feel like, you are powerful because you can manifest. And we all love to manifest. I know I love to manifest too. I used to love to manifest. And it gives you this sense of authority. But then you keep growing and you understand that you are not supposed to have everything that you want. It's just not the way that it is. All right. There are some things that spirit will prevent you from having because you need to grow in order to receive it. So with the Creator, when you connect to the source, you have to actually work to get the thing. You have to align to get the thing. You have to be a vibrational match to get the thing that you want or that's for you. But when it comes to, like I said, spirituality, there's levels. So you could connect to different entities and energies, and they'll give you the thing that you want, even though you're not prepared for it. So, it's a tricky game. You said, oh, do you know who? Nero? Nero Knowledge? I don't know who that is, cousin. You said you seem more poised. Oh, yes, definitely. Look, I like to think about it like this. You know how your mama take you in the back and give you a little whooping or whatever, and then you tell you to come on, now get back out there. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I'm just playing, okay? Spirit got me right. Spirit got me right, and that's how I learned that everything works out for the good. It all works out for the good. Nothing is wrong. Nothing happens that is bad or evil or anything like that. It all works out for the good. And I did need to be disciplined. I did need to get myself together. Y'all know I lost 70 pounds. I didn't choose to lose 70 pounds. I started following that guidance from Spirit Within. This is why I tell y'all to join Spiritual Alignment class. When you get into alignment, all the things that you're trying to do on your own, Spirit will give you the ability to do them. But we believe that we have so much power and we want to do the thing. And that's the reason why we've been separated from Spirit to begin with. Because we all feel like we want to be, so much greater than our Creator. Because we're made in the image of. But we have to remember that this is a partnership. There are certain things that we do, and there are certain things that the Spirit does. And I'm telling you, when you get on a spiritual path, especially when you start getting your way, and you start making money, and you start manifesting, and you start doing this and that, boy, you think you all that in 2 bags of chips. You can get any answer like this. Anything you need to know. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I know what's going on. Bap, 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 bap. You start feeling like that. I am not going to lie to you. But Spirit will get you together. Spirit will get you together and help you to realize that you don't really know a dang on thing. You don't know a thing. You said for real. Yeah. You said that's me now. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because all the things that used to work, it'll stop working. So, you'll go to get messages and then the messages will be mixed up. It's like, what? I just heard this. Now I'm hearing this. It'll start getting like that. It's like, what? It's getting crazy in these spiritual streets. What's going on? Yeah. You going through. You said always loved your vibe. Thank you, cousin. I love you too. Yeah, I know I love you. I'm here. I'm still here. You said because I've been reflecting on that for a while. Yeah. You said that's so true. I was telling my dude that yesterday. Yeah, man. But it's okay. It's a part of the process. And, we have to learn. We're here learning. And that's what we're here to do. That's why I say it's no wrong. We are souls that are here to grow and evolve. And we have to realize that until we get into alignment with Spirit, then You know, we only can go so far. We only can do so much. And you can climb up very high on your own, but you're going to hit a ceiling at some point, and you're not going to be able to go up any further because spirit has to be in the mix. I mean, in the mix like a blender, all the way through and through. And so now in my life, I don't do anything on my own. I used to plan and do everything, and I want this, and that. But now I wake up in the morning, I get assignments. Do this, don't do that, you know, do that. Okay, all right, what I need to do, you know. I'm here doing my job, and I'm not here just to get my way like some brat that wants everything. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that, you know. It'll work like that for a little bit, but it won't stay like that. You said my cards provide answers all the time. Yeah, they do. They do, and they will. Yep. You think, Ken, what you know? I ain't telling me nothing. Girl, you know everything. Hey, cousin. Hey. Y'all always call me Ken. Y'all know my name is Ken. I know it's my country accent. You said, cousin. Wait. You said until they don't. Until they don't. They do until they don't. I'll be here. Okay? I missed you too, cousin. You said, oh my God, I found you. Look, we are back together. I hope y'all ready to move forward, because that's what we're doing. Oh, the Women Cousin in Spiritual Alignment class, they are doing so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just to see how these women are glowing, like from the time we met each other up until now, they are glowing. I'm like, oh my, I just see what Spirit's doing. It's not me. The only thing I'm doing, the only thing I'm being guided to do is bring women together. And that's what Spirit told me I was going to do, because there is a community of women that are going to make a big impact in this world. So bringing women together, helping women to heal, helping you along your spiritual path and things like that. But that's it. I'm just a guide. But what Spirit is doing to you in your life, when you get into spiritual alignment class, you have to be ready for change. That's why I tell y'all, don't join if you're not ready to change. If you still want to be lap-tied to Teddy Wayne and do all that, keep doing all that, okay? Because when you get in spiritual alignment class, things are going to change, and they're going to change fast. And like I said, it may not be what you want all the time, but it's for your highest good. It's going to be for your highest good, and it will make sense. So, you said, are you in Atlanta? Yes, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, but I'm from Kansas City. I moved down here in 2020, and I'm still here. Yes, I am still here. You said the Creator calling you ladies to your places. Yes, it's beautiful to see. That is so true. That is so true. And we really can't connect to our power as women if we're always stressed out, working, you know, doing the things. We can't do it. We don't do it from that place. We have to be in a place of rest. And what I'm learning from working with women is that we have a hard time resting. We do not know how to stop working. We do not know when to let go. It's something in our brain up here. Something a little off. I don't know. We just don't. We do not know how to stop or slow down. And it is hurting us. So I'm finding that a lot of women are being blocked. And that's what I was telling you. A lot of the things that you know you're being guided to do, if you don't do it, you're going to get blocked. All right? That's what's happening. So there's a lot of women who are not working. They're, you know, starting their businesses. Their businesses are not doing well. And they feel like life is falling apart. But it's not falling apart. Spirit is really putting you in a place of isolation so you can hear. Because if you can't hear from Spirit, you're going to keep trying to do the thing and manifest and do the thing. And Spirit's like, no, that cycle for you is over. It's time for you to get into alignment with your assignment. But you have to connect to your source so you can know what your assignment is. People will tell you you choose your assignment, all this type of stuff. If you choose your assignment, why you don't know what it is? Why most people don't know what they came here to this planet to do if you choose your own assignment? Stop it. Stop it. Humanity is a trip. And that's the reason why we in this predicament that we in right now. Because we just hard-headed. We just think we know everything. And that's just the way it is. Okay? I always say, if I was the creator, would I create some beings that think they knew more than me? That's like me having a child and then my child act like they know everything. Mama, I know. I got it. They do that though, don't they? They do. Yeah. Children do that. You see, I just said that yesterday. It's the truth, man. We think we know everything, boy. That's why I be like, I listen to people that's all conscious and stuff like that, but that ego be turning me off because I know that, they ain't there yet. They haven't got humbled yet. Spirit have not humbled them. And this is what Spirit will do. I'm about to tell y'all something real, okay? Can I be real with you? I'm going to tell you something real. Spirit will let you climb up all the way to the top, boy. You'll have all this money. You'll have all these things. You'll be walking around with your chest poked out. Next thing you know, it's over for you, boy. You'll be crying in the car like red. Oh, God, what happened? It was going so good. Then you come crawling back to the Creator. Help me, please. You said being humble is what brought me to spirituality. For real. I'm telling you the truth. Same for me. It's the same. You said you can feel it, definitely. Yes. Yes, I'm telling you. And bring you right back down. Yep. Bring you down. Check you and get you together. Because we already know that, just like in the Bible says, whoever our Creator loved, we will be scourged, okay? Chastised. That means you're going to get your butt spanked real good, real good. But before you are received, you have to go through that process. And I'm not just talking about the normal stuff that everybody going through in life, okay? The trials and tribulations of life. That's not what I'm talking about. When you're on a spiritual path, you get a whole nother belt. You get a special belt, okay, since you know so much. It's tough, I'm telling you, and that's why a lot of people don't come back. They are gone. They take their videos down, they gone and everything. I took my videos down too, but I took my videos down because I know it's a lot of delusional people on YouTube. And they make every message apply to them and it don't apply to them. That's why it's dangerous. Like, to listen to a lot of people with these general messages and stuff like that. It's nothing wrong with giving general messages. But you have to know what fits you and what don't. People were listening to these messages and really living in a false reality. They really were in their mind making up a story. And when I found that out, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of unhealed people. There's a lot of unhealed people. And this is the reason why Spirit said you need to come back and help people to heal. Because, people were thinking about relationships. I did thousands of messages and readings on relationships and this much on personal development. How do I heal? What do I came here to do? Nobody wanted to know anything about themselves. Everybody wanted to know about somebody else. That's why I got turned off from that. I'm not doing it. You said heavily. You said he'll put you in that wine press, boy, wring you out. Wring you out. There were some days I couldn't even think. I'm telling you, my brain wasn't even working. You think I'm playing? My brain was not even working. I couldn't even have, like I'm talking to you right now, I couldn't even talk to you. Couldn't talk to you. That's why I was gone for so long. I was gone for 3 years. And that was a very hard cycle. That was the hardest cycle of my life. I think that cycle was harder than giving birth. And for women who have had children, y'all know how hard that labor is. That spiritual initiation that I went through, cousin, that was harder than giving birth to a giant. He said, I believe you. That was an attack. It was. Yeah. The boys come for you for sure. That's why I say that. That's why I say when you open up portals and things like that, and you walking around with your chest out, you got to be ready for the boys because they coming for you. They coming for you. And a lot of people, when the boys come for them, they go run back to church. They go run back to what's safe. They say, oh, no, I don't want to deal with that. I know you don't. I know you don't. You really don't. Because, there's a lot of people, especially religious people and Christian people, they talking about, I bind the devil. I bind to this. I bind to that. First of all, they ain't even worried about y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, all y'all religious people, they ain't worried about y'all. Y'all good, okay? You're good to go. You're gonna go through all the regular things everybody else going through. But if you ever try to wake up to your full potential and who you are and connect to your power, and you start trying to get that Christ energy, oh, they coming for you, baby. Ooh, they gonna come for you in your sleep. They gonna come for you when you're woke. They gonna come for you every angle. I just told you gonna feel like you can't think when they get done with you. I'm just telling you the truth. You said been there. I'm telling you, baby, they gonna come for your mind. They come for your head, literally. I'm not talking about just like, people think that people are going through life and they feel like the enemy is after them. That ain't nothing. That's not nothing. That's nothing compared to what you go through. You get on the spiritual path if you want to. And you start poking your chest out. And you start talking about you want to do this and that. Okay. All right. You said they steal your thoughts and your dreams. Baby, you won't even know which thoughts are yours. You won't know, is this my thought? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? Is that red or blue? Is this up or down? You said I ran into two warlocks. You said, hold on, wait. I ran into two warlocks, seeing the black eyes and all. They real. They out here in these streets. They doing their job, though. Can't be mad at them. That's why I don't get mad at them. They doing their job. We just got to do our job. And the way that you heal from that or you overcome that is you don't fight back with them. And it's hard to not fight back because, again, ego says that you need to fight back. But the way that you keep your vibration high is by not getting out of that love frequency. You seek to understand, you put yourself in a vibration of learning like you're in school. So you learn and you listen because Spirit will tell you what to do and you'll know what to do. And you keep your hands clean because if you keep your hands clean, then what they're doing to you, listen, the occult police is coming. Trust me, help is on the way. Because just like I told you, them boys will come for you, them great ones will come for them. Oh, yes. Them and all they little minions down here that's doing the work. Oh, yeah. And when the great ones come, it don't take much. It don't take much. Oh, gosh. Oh. Listen, because they only have a certain amount of time to do you in, okay? Because that's the way it's supposed to be. But when the great ones come, hasta la vista, baby, they done. Their time is up. Whatever they did to you and all of that, over, done. But it doesn't happen until you know your power. It doesn't happen until you know your power. Because if you don't know your power, then you'll continue to submit and you'll continue to, appease the lower forces so they can stop. Instead of you standing up and recognizing that they don't have the authority to do what they're doing. You said they're in your freezer. You put them in the freezer? That's fighting back, cousin. You said that part, and many don't know their power. Oh, none of us do. None of us do. None of us do. We all start off like that. We do not know who we are. We don't know what we came here to do. We come down here to this planet, and we're trying to figure it out. So, excuse me. Yes, that's right. You said it all. You give them to them. I don't know what that means, cousin. You say yes. We're all on this path. And that's how we learn. And that's the purpose of dark forces. So that's the reason why I say, this is not religion in the sense of we're thinking about negative entities being our enemy. They're not your enemy. They're helping you. They're going to help you. And whenever they show up, things change fast. And things need to change fast. So like I was telling you, there's things that you need to do that you're not doing. If you don't do them, you don't have to. But the boys will show up. And when things start happening, it's because some things need to be adjusted quickly. And if you don't change them, it's going to be all bad. It's going to be all bad. Well, I guess I can't say bad because it's all good, but it's going to feel bad. You said they don't have the authority. We give them the authority. Exactly. So that's what we do. Like when we have our altars and things like that, we're going to them for them to help us. And that's all we know. You know, we don't really know that we have the ability to do these things, but they know that you don't know. And that's just how it is. It's just like in the physical. If people know that they can get over on you, they're going to get over on you. It's just what it is. So in the spiritual realm, it's the same thing. Thank God for the life. Thank God for everything. It's the same thing in the spiritual realm. You have forces that know that you don't know your power, and they're going to take full-blown advantage of the fact that you don't. They're going to say, bring me a Big Mac, bring me some French fries, bring me 2 dilators, cigarette, wine, and coffee, and then I'll help you. And you'll be running out there and get used for all your leftovers. You see, I've been saying that to my Christian family. Hold on, cousin. He said, my Christian family, they don't want to hear me. They just want to dance. Yeah, that's all right. Let them dance. Let them dance, baby. They going to be stomp. Beat up on stomp. Baby, ooh, I ain't going to say nothing. Spirit be telling me, Ken, close your mouth. Close your mouth. Don't talk about people in their level, because everybody's at different levels. Because I remember being in the church just like that. I grew up in the church. I thought I had it all. Thought I knew it all. I know all the Bible scriptures, verses, everything. I grew up in that. But I still was confused. I still was overweight. I still was being, I still was in the same state, and I was not moving forward. But I thought that I knew. But like I told you, we always think. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a spiritualist, or whatever. You always think you know. But just like the Bible says, there's a way that seems right. Okay? So don't throw away the whole Bible, because we know there's truth in there. Now, it's been mixed up and twisted up and all that, but the truth is in there, and Spirit will reveal the truth to you. And the thing is, you don't know, because if you knew it all, then you would have the truth to you. And the thing is, you don't know, because if you knew it all, then you would have no Dominic trying to call my phone. So yes, they're dancing and having a good time, and then they're gonna leave the church, and they're gonna go out and party. They're gonna eat a bunch of food that's gonna make them unhealthy and sick and all that, and they're gonna believe that this is a good life. They said, this is the good life. I have all the things in this world. This is a good life. But they don't understand that there's a force that is governing this earth that will give you everything that you want. And so since they have everything they want, they feel like they have the power. I told you the same thing happened to spiritualists. You feel the same way. You feel like you're getting the answers. You got the thing, you got the this, you got the that. And you feel like, yes, this is it. Okay? You don't know what you don't know that you don't know yet. And then you figure out. You're like, hold on, wait a minute. And as you heal, you look back at yourself like me. I thought that I was so, not really, y'all know I never been like an egotistical type of person, but I really thought that I was doing the right thing. But I was doing the right thing, but I was unhealthy. I was 70 pounds overweight. I didn't have control over my body or my mind. So if you don't have control over your body and your mind and your gut, then you're easy to be swayed either way. So these forces can have their way with you because you don't have any power. And most religious people, either they're going to be controlled by their gut or they're going to be controlled up here. Either way. But they don't know that. They don't know that. You said, yep, and I stopped partying. Yeah, but I was partying when I was a Christian. Didn't see no problem with it. I would be all up in the club. I'd be partying all that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Because that's what I saw. That was just like, what did I need to be disciplined for? Christianity does not teach you discipline, period. And I don't care what nobody say. Christianity tells you that if you go to an outside force, all you have to do is say this magical name and everything is clear. We ain't gonna get into the magical force name. We're not even gonna do it. Not today. He said, Ken. Y'all laughing, cousin, I'm for real. You said it's 1144 right now. I'm telling you, the elect are elected and they're not in one particular group. This is a group of people, 144,000, those people, the Christ consciousness or the body of Christ, they're not all Christians. They're not all Muslims. They're not all Buddhists. These are people who have this mindset. They're on this frequency. They have this energy, and they're in all these different, I don't want to say religions, but they're just on these different paths, because there's many paths to the Creator. There's so many different paths back to the source. So they're not all black. They're not all white. They're not all Hispanic, because some people feel like they're all black. And some people feel like, oh, they're like me. Listen, it's a melting pot of people that all have the same frequency. They're on the same frequency, believe it or not. And I know for a lot of black people, especially black people out there, they said, no, I can't be on the same frequency with some white person. No, because they evil. But you cannot believe in your mind that all white people are evil. Do you really truly believe that? I mean, if you do, listen, I'm not judging. But I'm going to tell you that there are some good white people out there in the world. I'm going to tell you that. And I've seen it. I've experienced it myself. And I know that not every white person is like that. There are some that are hateful and will get over on you. But won't some black people do it to you too? Black people do it to you first. So what are you talking about? Okay? Get it together. Stop playing. You said, oh my God. Hold on, let me go back. You said, oh my God. Just had this convo with someone and they got so upset with me. Oh, they gonna get mad, but that's why you can't talk like this with everybody. I don't talk like this with people in my life. I don't. I come on here and I talk when I'm supposed to talk. I say what I'm supposed to say, and Spirit guides me to talk to whoever is here. So we are drawn together. But I don't talk like this to people. No. No. Because they're not going to understand it. If they're not at that level of awareness, you can offend them. You could tell them too much too soon. If you tell a person too much too soon, that could be very detrimental for them on their path. And I don't care if they're religious or whatever. Because if I would have heard a conversation like this when I was a Christian, it would have had me all messed up in my brain. Because I felt like I was doing the right thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we don't judge them for their level of awareness where they are. We know that path because we've been there. So that's why we have to stay on this love frequency and have compassion for people who just are not there, not looking down on them, but they're going on their path. You pray for them that they'll get there, that they will evolve, and they will, I was going to say connect to the Christ consciousness, but I just told you that either you got it or you don't. But we have to just be okay with the fact that most people are not going to make it. And I think that that's something that's hard for us to understand, especially us being souls here in this body. We feel like everybody should make it. Everybody should be successful. Everybody should have a good life, and everybody should. No. Our Creator already told us that that's not the way it's going to be. There are going to be more people that are not going to make it. There are going to be more people that are going to be lost and wrapped up in this world, because the force of this world is going to deceive everybody. And that's just the way it goes. So we all get deceived in the beginning, but only those who are supposed to be enlightened and have that seal will be able to see through. Everybody don't have it, and most people don't. And that is the way it is. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's like if I created something and I decided that I wanted to destroy half of them or more than half of them, I can do that. It's mine. It's mine. I can do what I want to. And I think that when it comes to our Creator, we get upset. Just like when a person leaves this planet, we say, oh, that person was my person. That's not your person. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's your daddy. I don't care if it's your child. I don't care who it is. These people don't belong to you. Nothing on this planet belongs to you. Everything is here for you to experience, not for you to have. And I think that that's where we get it twisted. We have to know that there is the big force and we're the little force. And we have to accept it. And it's all good and all is well. That's the only prayer you need for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. You don't have to pray for nothing, because all is well. Everything, literally everything, is going to work out for your good. It's supposed to. It's supposed to. Yes. You said, yes, experience, not covet. That's right. We're not supposed to latch on to things, but we're so stuck in the 3D, a lot of people, stuck in the 3D, in the lower realm. That's why we say the rapture is not physical, it is spiritual. because you have to elevate in your mind. Your consciousness has to grow in order for you to live as a soul and live as a spirit where you need nothing. You'll have everything, but you need nothing. You know everything, but you need nothing. That's a level, and it takes a lot of work because, again, we have to come through that lower realm. We come through this 3D way of living and being where we feel like, oh, I need money, or I need this, or I need my mama, or I need my child, or I need my this, and I need my that. As you start to heal and you grow, you won't even have the desire to be around people who are not on the frequency that you're on. You don't want to be around them, and I don't care who they are. You can try to force yourself to be around them, but you don't want to be around them. It just is what it is. You're growing. You said, yes, we're supposed to, we're supposed to submit to self, not man. That's right. That's right. You said even in relationship. That is correct. That is correct. And it's a hard pill to swallow. And people may think that you're being cold-hearted or whatever. But, you know, if you really read, like, the Bible and you just put yourself there, like when Joshua, read Matthew, right? So we all start with Matthew. If you read the book of Matthew and you start to, or listen to it, because you listen to it on Bible Gateway, and you listen to how he spoke and pay attention to his mannerism. He was not nice. He was not nice. He was not like some sweet, pleasant person, I wouldn't think. He was very straightforward. He was very sure of who he was and what he came here to do. And he did not care if you were his family or whoever, because remember when he was preaching in that temple or whatever, and they was telling him about his family, whatever, who wanted to come in. He was like, look, my family or people who are like me, I don't care if that's my mama, my sister, my cousin, whoever that is. You get to that level of awareness where you're just like, I don't care who it is. I don't want to connect to you if you're not on the level that I'm on, because I would have to come down to be where you are. And I'm not saying that to look down on people. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. So that's why when they talk about with the rapture, there'll be two people who are in the same place. You could be sitting right next to a person, but this person is on one level and way of thinking, and you're on a totally different wave. You're not in the same place. You're not in the same place. You said agreed. Yes. Exactly. You said facts. Yes. And you will be irritated because they're talking about all the things of the world, right? It's like a lot of leaders now. They're talking about all this news and what's going on with Diddy and what's going on, all this stuff. Who cares? Who cares? You will not waste 1 ounce of your energy on things in this world that you know is about to fold. Why would you be talking about things that are folding? Why would that even matter to you? If you are here to raise the vibration of the planet, which those with the Christ consciousness, that's what you came here to do. You raise your frequency, you evolve, and you're going to help other people to do the same. And that's going to change humanity. That's going to change the world. That's how we change the world. So if you're on that mission and you're focusing on doing the work that you came here to do, why are all the leaders talking about freaking, nothing? Nothing. I mean, I know it's important. Everybody watching. Everybody is talking about the things on the news, okay? But a lot of leaders, especially black men in the black community, they're not talking about what the solution is, okay? They get online. They talk every day about the problem. I never want to be led by a person who talks about the problem every day. I never want to be led by a person like that, because I know that that person does not have the ability to focus. Focus, okay? We need to be focused on the solution. So every day we come on here, we should be talking like how I'm talking to you. We're building. We have conversation that is going to build us, that's going to grow us, that's going to evolve us. You know, you have things set in place to help people to move forward. Why on the earth would you be down here talking about things that happen or is happening in the old world that is about to fall when we are here to build the new earth that is about to be the thing, okay? You said my soul is so different than my family. Yes, you said yes, it's true. It's true. But that's why they fall out of position. And I pray for them because I just don't want every black man to fall. I don't want all the black men, the leaders, to fall. I don't. I'm tired of seeing it. I want them to be in alignment. You know, you said following someone else will lead you down the wrong path. That's true. That is very true. That's why I always tell y'all, don't follow me. You know, don't follow me. I'm going to point you back to yourself. Even during our sessions, because y'all know I do one-on-ones, but I do them for women that are in the spiritual alignment class. We going to talk. I'm going to give you clarity. Y'all know when you talk to me, instant clarity. That's just what it is, okay? But you have to hang up the phone and do the thing. I ain't a part of that, okay? I can't do nothing about that. You have to do what it is that you're being guided to do. That's it. I'm just a guide, and I will always be that. That's all I will ever be. You have guides in the spirit, you have guides in the physical, and I'm just a guide that you can hear, because sometimes you need to hear a person, and this is the reason why, you know, our Creator created guides here so that we can hear them. I have guides too, but my guides are in the spirit. So nobody taught me, nobody in the physical showed me. I don't have a minister, a pastor, or somebody I can call on the phone and say, hey, let me run this by you. What you think about this? Never. If I want to know something, I come sit right where it's quiet and I'll figure it out. Not even figure it out. I hear it. And what I don't know, that means that I need to experience something in order to learn. And then I'll go through an experience, and then I'll learn, and then I'll know. That's how it is. That's how it is. You said that part. Yes. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for the love. You said just be still and listen. That's all you got to do. And the reason why we're being guided not to be still, to always be online, to always be distracted with the news and the chaos, to always be on a job or in your business working all the time, because it keeps you busy. Because if you ever sit down and get quiet and get still and be intentional about yourself and your life, you're going to hear everything. Everything. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. You're going to know everything. You're going to hear everything. And there's no more confusion. There's not going to be any more confusion. You say, I'm the oldest and I have always dealt with things by myself in darkness. Yes, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. I've always been like that too. I've never had anybody to support me. And in this realm, that's a bad thing. If you don't have a mother to give you this, then you can't be that. If you don't have a daddy to give you that, then you can't be that. That's not true. That's 100% not true. And a lot of people feel like, oh, since you didn't have this or that, then you don't qualify. You are a spirit being. You are not a body that needs a mommy and a daddy. Okay? You need mommy and daddy to give you life and bring you down this portal like a slide to bring you down here into this realm. And after that, they've done their job. If they give you an extra cookie, great. If they hit you upside your head and call you retarded, even better. Because you're going to be all by yourself. All by yourself. You said, can't quit laughing. This is a serious thing for me. Okay. Hey, cousin. Hey, Courtney. You say your path is for you, not for others. That's the truth. Your path has nothing to do with anybody else. Your mama can't save you. I just told you. If anything crack off in the spirit, what your mama gonna do? You gonna call your mama and say, Mama, guess what just happened? I don't know, but I just heard something in my house. I don't know what to do. What's she gonna say? Girl, just pray about it. That's all she gonna say. She gonna say, girl, I told you could mess around with that stuff. You better pray. She ain't gonna be able to tell you how to get the boys off your neck. I promise you, she ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing. Mama gonna say, did you go to church this Sunday? Did you read your Quran? Did you do your thing? You probably missed that on your prayers. You should have did your prayers. See, you supposed to did 5 prayers. You only did 2. That's why that happened. She ain't gonna be able to tell you how to get the boys off your neck. He said, baby, I learned this the hard way. They can't help you. Your mama can't help you. I'm telling you, a lot of our parents couldn't help themselves, okay? I'm just being real with you. Because a lot of us in our generation, I'm talking about 30s, 40s, okay? We have to help our parents. Somebody just restricted my life. Dang, what I say wrong? What I said wrong? Dang. I can't never get on here without getting restricted. I love y'all, okay? Even though y'all trying to restrict me, I still love you. I wasn't saying nothing bad about your mama. I'm just saying if she couldn't save herself, she can't save you. It's the same with the ancestors that you're calling on. If they couldn't save you or save your bloodline, then why are you calling on them to help you? Okay. Oh, you said a Christian came in? That's okay. They can come in. I know how mean they are. I know ain't nothing meaner than a Christian. I know it. They mean. I ain't going to put a blanket statement on all of them, but it's a lot of mean Christians, baby. They will cuss you out. They will cuss you out. They will step on your big toe. They might even hit you upside your head if you talk too much. Oh, yes, they will. They will. And I ain't just talking about Christians. I'm talking about religious people, because a Muslim ain't no different, okay? A Muslim will knock you out. They might even take you out of here. But I come in love, okay? I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. But I guess when you got Christ consciousness, listen, okay? He didn't come in war either. He came in love too, and they still got rid of him. So, whatever. Or so they say. But, I'm just speaking because I have a voice to speak, and that's what I'm here to do. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You said everybody that gotta pretend be mean ASF, like DL man, for example. Oh, cousin, hold on, wait a minute. You said everybody that gotta pretend is mean, like DL men? DL men are mean? Well, okay, so you talking about all the men that leaving women with their children and stuff like that? You think they all DL? Cousin laughing. Cousin, you laughing. That just caught me off guard. DL men are mean? I ain't gonna say I don't know no DL man, because I wouldn't even know he was a DL man. But a lot of them, they not even hiding the good no more. But we get on a whole nother topic. They not hiding the good. Okay? I told y'all, Courtney, that dangling earring, that's the #1 sign. If they got two, flaming hot Cheeto. They flaming hot. Okay? I'll tell you right now. That little beanie cap that be rolled up on their head like that. I'm telling you the uniform they got on. Them shorts cut up all the way up to here. That bag going across like that and all that. They got a uniform that they wear. Okay? That nose ring. Oh, yeah. Who want a man with a nose ring? If you got a man with a nose ring, excuse me. I need to get off here. I've been on too long. If you got a man with a nose ring, that's on you, okay? But I'm just saying, like, with me and my sons, I do not want a man with a nose ring telling my sons nothing, okay? You cannot sit at our dinner table and try to be the man with that hoochie mama nose ring in your ear. And, I mean, your nose. No, You a hoochie. I don't, No. Y'all laughing. I'm for real. I have sons. So, what, my son gonna come with two? Come up in this house with two nose rings? Talk about mama, I'm a man. I need to be treated as such. What? Who are you talking to right now? Boy, I will knock that nose ring down the drain and hit you upside your neck and that dangling earring. Shake that dangling earring right out your head. Talking to me like you crazy. Yes, the hoochie mama nose rings. Yes, they said that. I heard that on a meme. Because some time ago, I'm going to get off here because I ain't trying to offend nobody, I promise. But this is just my thoughts, it is. But on this meme, they said, I'm not getting ready to argue with no man with no nose ring. Talking about you little hoochie mama. You little hoochie mama. I'm not, and I feel the same way about that dangling earring. I mean, that dangling cross right here, boy, they be into all kind of freaky stuff. And this is a serious note, ladies. That's why I told y'all to be careful. And if you've been guided to stop having sex, pay attention. Pay attention. Listen up. Listen up. Because I told y'all it's something going around. And a lot of women going to be mad because you're going to catch it. Because a lot of these men, they go in the front door and the back door. They think they're getting away with stuff. But a lot of them is getting ready to come up with that heave. It's making a comeback. I don't think y'all remember. Maybe y'all do. But back in like, what was it, the 80s or something like that, when the HIV was real big. If y'all know what I'm talking about HIV. When it was real big back in the day. And it kind of died down. People stopped kind of talking about it, but people still got it. But I watched this video on TikTok. This lady was saying how high the numbers are now, how many people are contracting it. And I told you women when I first came back last year that there's something going around. I didn't know what it was. But when she said that and she made that video, I said, that's what it is. Because all I heard from Spirit was something going around. So I was guided to do those videos and send those messages out, right? But when I first moved here, I kept on hearing about HIV. And I'm like, why do I keep hearing about this? And I was thinking like, okay, maybe somebody gonna come to me who has that, you know, because I'm a spirit guide. So I'm going to help you through whatever you're going through. It don't matter what you're going through. I'm going to help you through it all. But I was thinking like, okay, maybe somebody's going to be going through that and be helping with somebody with that. But no, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. You said 1 year abstinent and I have decenter men totally. That's smart. And you're not alone. There are women that have been celibate or abstinent for years. I'm talking about 3, 4, 5, 6 years, cousin. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. And the reason why they're like this is because Spirit is guiding us and really protecting us. So when those relationships are not working and that man doing all this crazy stuff and all that, you better count it all joy and be thankful and run the other way. You said you've been celibate for 4 years? Oh, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. And Courtney, my cousin, is in spiritual alignment class, so we already up together. Okay? We in this thing. We not playing. We ain't doing no talking. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You say you work in a hospital, the numbers are high. Cousin. For real. Okay, you said, yes, I keep to myself. Yeah, man. Because they think they getting away with stuff. And see, this is what happened. Okay, let's see it from a spiritual perspective. Excuse me. That's how y'all know I need to get off. But anytime we're doing things undercover or in the dark or something like that, then Spirit will always move in. The truth has to be revealed at some point. So men have been doing this for, I'm talking about on a high level, for the last probably 5 years. It's been like this whole wave of guys that been doing this DL thing. And or just blatantly just going both ways. And they feel like this is what I want to do. But it has to come out because a lot of them are just using women to have children because they want to have children. But they don't want to tell the woman that they're not attracted to her. You know, that they're watching all this, you know, PORN and having this sex with these men. They don't want to tell the woman that they have all this nasty energy on them. But in all fairness, a lot of these men are not disciplined, so they are an open portal for forces to possess, okay? I'm just going to be real with you because, you know, I'm your cousin. But women too. It's not just men. It's women too, especially women that sleep with these kind of men. So this is how you get all of these wild women that's doing all this crazy stuff, cutting on their bodies, looking all crazy, okay? They getting that makeover. A lot of these women who getting that makeover on their face, that is an entity, okay? That face that they have, those lips and that whole thing that black women are getting. This is black women that are doing this. That is an entity that looks like that. And they are looking like that entity. Listen, I'm telling y'all too much. Anyway, if you look at the men that them type of women are sleeping with, you'll see why they are like that. You'll understand what I'm saying. So I'm not going to call out nobody's names because I don't do that. But those women that wearing all them crazy wigs and all this crazy heavy makeup and nose this and lips that and body this and that, look at the man that they're with. A lot of time this man got tattoos all over his face. He got earrings. He wearing pink blouses. Man, got one dreadlock over here. Got another one wrapped up around there. The man look crazy, okay? But that's because of what's going on inside of him. And women are not seeing it because all women seeing is money. All women are seeing is, you know, some sense of stability or something like that. They can't see it. And women, this is something else that you have to know. And this is the reason why Spirit told me to come back and help women specifically. Because I used to help everybody. Now, my men cousins, y'all know I love y'all. But women, we don't have the discernment. We don't. Initially, we just don't. So that's why a lot of times we would have dad or husband or somebody to help us, okay? That somebody that loves us to give us the game. Nowadays, men are not trying to give you the game. It's very few men that are really trying to tell you the truth because they know the truth. A lot of times men are quiet. Okay, they are okay, they ain't telling you nothing. And the reason why they're not telling you nothing is because they know if they start talking, you're going to figure it out because you are smart. But the reason why you don't know what's going on is because they're not telling you. They're not even giving you a clue, so you don't have a clue. So the only way, women, for you to know and to have that discernment is for you to get spiritually in aligned and get protected by the source. Get in alignment with spirit. That's why I tell you, I joined us a spiritual alignment class. This is something serious, okay? This is something serious because it's not just about you dating, having sex with a man and all that. It's not about that. It's greater than that. These men are collecting souls and they're turning women into something that is not good. It's not good. It's not good. And y'all know I don't like to say stuff is bad, but it's not good. It's not good. And you do not want to be one of them ones getting on top of underneath one of these men. And that man give you so good. And you do not want to be one of them ones getting on top of underneath one of these men. And that man give you something to that entity. And they don't know it. But we don't know. You know, we're all here learning. And in this realm, like I said, there is a force that has the authority or had the authority to control, to manipulate, and all those things. It's just what it is, okay? There is a prince of the air in this realm. And a lot of people are worshiping that entity, and they believe that they're worshiping the source. But we'll go into that another time. Y'all know in spiritual alignment class, I'm going to lock y'all in. I'm going to tell y'all everything. So y'all join us in spiritual alignment class because I'm definitely going to tell you. It says when you trapped in and you can see and feel it. Yeah, you said this is a confirmation for real. I just heard some things like this. It's very true. It's very true. And it may be too much, like what I just gave you is too much. But that's why I said join us in spiritual alignment class. You said tapped in. You said you meant tapped in. Yeah. Yeah. You said heavy confirmation. Yep. Be careful. Be careful. Women, I'm telling you. If you have an uncontrollable urge to be out there having the sex, it's because of the men you were sleeping with. Once you cleanse, heal, start doing your spiritual bath, start healing, doing those things, you got to remove that energy from your ex. Whoever he was, whatever he did, and all of that. Not only remove him physically, energetically, you have to cut those cords. You still have cords, hooks, okay? In the spirit, you can still have your energy hooked to a man that you're not even physically with anymore. It gets real. It gets very real. It's so real. So you're trying to move forward. You don't know why you can't move forward, why you're not growing, why doors keep closing, why this keeps happening. You got hooks attached to you spiritually from some man. Cousin, it's real. It's so real. And women don't know because they accept that this is who I am. If you can accept that this is who you are, they gonna have a field day with you. I'm talking about them boys, okay? They're gonna have a field day with you. But when you say, this is not who I am, this is not who I want to be, I am going to control myself. I'm going to control what I eat, what I drink, where I live, where I stay, who I'm with, who I'm not with. You have to start protecting yourself. Nobody's going to protect you. You have to do that yourself. You said, what about women who have engaged in sex work? Ooh. They can heal. They just got to stop. It's just like Christ said. When Christ healed people, he just said, okay, he gave them the healing. And then he said, don't do it no more. Okay? Just stop what you're doing. But if they keep doing it, then there's nothing you can do to help them. And I just told y'all that it's a lot of people that are comfortable living like this. They want to live like this. They don't want to change. So you just have to have discernment to see, okay, do I want to connect this person or not? Because there's some people who are very comfortable with these entities. Okay? They locked in. And it's okay. It's okay for them. But if you connect to them, then you're connected to those entities, and spirit's not going to deal with that. So then it separates you. So that's why a lot of times we're being guided to separate from people that we love. We don't know why. We just feel like we don't want to be around them. It's because they're doing things that you may not know what they're doing. And you're sensitive to the spirit when you get connected to source. You're very sensitive. So the things that they're doing, you're like, Yeah, soul ties for sure. There are strong soul ties on a lot of women. And that's the reason why a lot of times you can't move forward. So join us in spiritual alignment class for sure, because I'm going to help you. I love seeing how women are transforming and changing. Courtney, she's on here. I'm telling you, women are changing, and it just takes time. That's why when you join, this is lifetime, okay? We locked in for a lifetime, and it's levels, but I'm telling you, we're in it together. Whatever it is that you're going through, you have support. You do have support, because it's not like a one and done. Because the thing is, most women have had the sex with a man 20, 30, 40, 50 times, okay? You don't just cleanse one time and get rid of that. No. You got to be dedicated. Like our cousin said she's been celibate for 4 years. She's been locked in with spirit for 4 years. There's a difference between abstaining and being celibate. Celibate is when you are on a spiritual path. You're connecting to the source, okay? You're dedicating your life to the creator. Abstinence just means that you're not having sex for whatever reason. It's just, you just don't want to. It has nothing to do with your spiritual growth journey. That's the difference. You said you love being in water. Yes, water is very healing. Very healing. When you get about your spiritual growth journey, you are not going to sabotage that for some stinking foot man. Big, heavy head, heavy foot man trying to come up in the mix. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. But until you start healing yourself, you out for the date. He can call you and say, hey, let's go out on a date. Let's go out to eat and all this type of stuff. And you ready to go on a date. It's not the way it used to be. It used to be, you could do that. You used to be able to meet a man and, go out and meet and eat and that's it, But nowadays, you don't know what this man's intentions is for meeting you. You don't know. And a lot of women, we're not thinking about it like that. We meet a man, we thinking about how we can marry him. That's what we thinking about. This is my husband. Oh my goodness, did you see what he looked like? Did you see his car? Did you see his this? Did you see that? We automatically thinking about this is my husband. This man could be looking at you like fresh meat. Okay? He just got done devouring somebody else last night. He didn't tell you that. But he all up in your face like he trying to be your man. What you want? Let me this and that. Okay? And then when he get what he want, then you done and you out of there. You got the baby. He kick you to the curb and he gonna do it again. Men been doing that. And I love you, men. But I'm just going to be honest with you. There are over 4 million women raising children by ourselves. Something has got to stop here. And I know that men can say, it's the woman. Yes, it's our responsibility to make sure that, we take care of ourselves when we're not having sex with men that we're not married to. But we believe in the man so much. Oh, we believe in them so much. They can tell us anything. We sit up there like, really? Oh, really? I think you like me, We all in it. This man ain't thinking about you like that. He said, thank you, Spirit, for bringing me here. Oh, cousin, it's all Spirit. It's all Spirit. And we just don't know. Because we were created to be this way. We were created with these hearts of gold, and we just want to believe the best in everybody and encourage and inspire. And, we just want to give this love. But you got to make sure that the man you're dealing with wants love, because a lot of men hate love. They hate love. And they don't hate it because they don't want it, but the people that were supposed to love them didn't love them right. Mama didn't love him right. Daddy didn't love him right. He still ain't getting loved right. He getting treated like he $2.50. So you trying to come in there with your loving, open heart, trying to give him some love, and baby, he will destroy you if he don't want it. And he don't even know why. But that's the healing work that he has to do on his own. But we will come in and say, I can help you. Like on that song, she was talking about send your sins all over me. Don't send your sins over me. I don't want to. No. No, we are not saving the man no more. Look what it has got us. Look at our children. Most of our children are not being raised with the father. Now we can talk about, what the woman should do. Like I said, we can talk about that. But one thing that the woman is not doing is leaving that child. Most of the women are deciding that I don't care what happened. I'm going to stick it out with this baby because if your daddy left you, I won't. Quit playing with us. That's all I'm saying. Quit playing with us. These men gonna know to stop playing with us. And now they trying to play with us even more by trying to jump over the fence and be on the DL and bring us back some stuff because we trying to love them. But our only crime, I always say, our only crime is loving that man more than we love ourselves. That is our crime. That is our crime. Because we're not thinking about ourselves. We're not eating right. We're not living right. We're not listening to the spirit. We're not connected to the source. We're following the man. We're not following the creator. A lot of our mothers did the same thing. Followed the man, didn't follow spirit. And then we was all jacked up. Grew up in the hood where they do the most good and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Mama, where the food at? Mama, what's going on around here? The car broke down again? They too busy following behind a man. Is it the truth? Yes, it's the truth. And I ain't gonna never, ever turn on no man. I ain't gonna never turn on them. But I'm gonna tell you the truth like it is. A lot of them ain't right up here. I'm talking about mentally. They are suffering. They're not taking the time to love themselves either and heal and work on themselves, so they want to get another woman. And they feel like the woman is the answer to their problem. But they need to go to the creator, and they don't know that. So what they'll do is go to the woman. They keep going to the woman. They run through her, she ain't enough. They get with her, she ain't enough. They get with her, she ain't enough. Get with that one, she ain't enough. Get with that. Most men, if they're honest, have been with over 100 women in their life. 100, 200 women. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you it's the truth. They may not tell you that. But I grew up with men. And I know how men are. I got sons right now. My son right now, because let me tell you something. My son right now in the 7th grade has had about 5 girlfriends. Okay? 5. And he's in 7th grade. Now he fine. Okay? My son fine now. Okay? He got me in him. His daddy ain't got nothing to do with it. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't kidding. I always like to say that. But he look like his daddy too. But he look like both of us. But he's just a sweet guy, And he's very confident. And he plays football. All the things that the girls like. If he decided he don't want to be with a girl, he will leave that girl and be with somebody else. Just like that. And I have to tell him that even though you can move on and be with somebody else, that girl is not taking it as easy as you. She's probably going to still be thinking about you, still be heartbroken, still looking at your pictures, still looking at y'all text messages, still sitting up there looking at you walking down the hall, even though she ain't going to talk to you no more. Her heart is still with you. And you have moved on to another girl at a dance, doing your thing. Ain't worried about that girl no more. That's how it doesn't change. It doesn't change. When they get older, they get a car, they get money, they get access, they can do more things, they get more women. So if he had 5 girls in just 1 year, he ain't even been to high school yet. You say, is it Aquarius? No, Virgo. Y'all know about the Virgos. Smooth, baby. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Something else. He's something else. He's something else. But he's a good kid. But he's like, he told me, he said, Mom, I just got away with the girls. He told me that. He told me that. I said, yeah, you do. I couldn't tell him. I'm not going to tell him not to date. Because I know I could tell him not to date. That don't mean he's going to stop dating. He said, please don't speak on Virgo men. You said Virgo here. Oh, you said interesting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But he said that. And my oldest son, he's very different though. But see, he got the Taurus energy. So he just want one girlfriend. He just want one girlfriend. He can be with other girls, but he just want one girlfriend. He always did. He always have. And he been with the same girl for years. And he been with the same girl since he was in high school. He don't want a lot of different girls. He's real big on those gender roles. Men do this. Girls do this. Women do this. I'm a man supposed to do this. That's how he is. But all guys are different. But it's not because he can't get with other women, other girls, okay? Well, he's a man now because he's 22. But if he wanted to be with a different girl all the time, he could. He could. He got his own thing going, got his own apartment, got his own money, got his own stuff, okay? He could be with different girls if he wanted to. That's what I'm saying. As women, we're not thinking about the fact that this man, he might even like you. I'm not saying that a man doesn't like you. He may like you. But if he don't feel like you his wife straight off the bat, then you might as well go ahead and end that, because you're going to waste 20 years of your life, and this man's still going to be like, I don't know. Turn around. Maybe we should have a little bit more of that sis. You said Virgo man obsessed with me, and I'm a Taurus like your son. Oh goodness. You said energy transfer is not what people think about. I'm telling you. You said say that. I'm trying to tell you. You will waste years of your life. That's why I tell young girls now. I try to tell my nieces, my daughters, they in their 20s, teens and all that. Listen, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Get yourself together. Protect yourself. If you're going to go on a date, just be friends. Don't even think about being a husband and a wife and all that type of stuff. Get to know who this person is. He's going to tell you. Because one thing I'll tell you about men too, they love to talk. They talk. And the reason why they not talking in the beginning is because they just want to get to know you. But once they feel safe with you, they will tell you everything you need to know. But we're not listening. They telling you, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. My daddy did this to me. My mama did this to me. This what happened to me. And we talking about, oh, baby, it's okay. Come here. Come here. Lay right here. Lay your head on these pillows. He don't need to lay on your pillows. This man need to lay on the couch. This man need to lay on a long couch. And he need to be there every Wednesday and Thursday. Okay? You said they be all in work. Yeah. You see, I'm saying I just wasted 10 plus now a baby because I was disobedient. We learning, cousin. Okay? I'm going to tell you. I went in the cycle for 15 years. Y'all know I was with the same person for 15 years. I can honestly say probably the first year or two, I probably should have been gone. Probably. Yeah. But ain't no problems, right? I'm a spiritual path because it all works for our good, which it did. It did. Because if I didn't meet him, I wouldn't have my children. I wouldn't be who I am. Because before I had my children, I had nothing to live for. So I was a different person. But after I had my children, it gave me something to live for, and it slowed me down. Because you laughing, I'm for real. We be talking about laying your head on these pillows. And just relax. Throw that man out on the curb, okay? Matter of fact, y'all can go sunbathing outside, okay? Get 2 chairs, get some ice cold water, okay? Put a little lime in it. Don't have to be ice cold if you don't like it like that. Y'all get some lime water and go sit outside. Talking about lay your head on these pillows. No, go for a walk, okay? Forget it and get out the restaurant. You don't need no food out of there. Y'all need to both heal, okay? And just, if you take the time and just get to heal with a man and put him onto some things, help him to better himself, this man will treat you like a queen. I'm telling you. Because before you have sex with a man, that's what I tell my daughter. Before you have sex with him, he'll give you anything. He will give you anything. If you ever had boyfriends, like growing up, like actual boyfriends, like I did, like growing up, Ken was a homie, okay? So I used to love kicking it with the dudes, okay? I loved it. That was just my thing. But there was nothing that they would not do for me. And we never had sex. And I couldn't do it anyway because my brother was too overprotective anyway. That wasn't happening, okay? But I just grew up around dudes who just loved me. You know, just love me. And I'm used to that. Not having to feel like, oh, I need to have sex with a man because of this and that. It's not until you have sex with this man that it changes him. That it just changes him. It's just the way it is. I honestly believe that. You said same. Yes. So if you go back to that, remember how we was in high school? You just used to have your boyfriends. They used to call you on the phone. Y'all be laughing, kicking it, talking. Hey, y'all going up to the mall? Oh, what y'all about to do? It's just like, this is my homeboy for real. We ain't on none of that. If we get back like that with men, they will respect us and we will respect them. But we're not like that. We go into relationships, both men and women, we're trying to expect something, we're trying to do something, we're trying to touch something, feel something, have something, and all of that. Okay? We gotta just pause on all that and just be cool with each other, you know? Get to know each other. And just like you go out with your girlfriends, go out with your guy friends. When you meet a man, it's a concert or whatever y'all gonna go do that. It's an event, y'all going together. Just kick it, okay? In the daytime, be home by nighttime. That's it. That's it. And if he want to have sex with you, you let him know. If you want to have sex with me, first of all, you got to be my man. And then after you be my man, you going to have to be my husband. If you want to have sex with me, first of all, you got to be my man. And then after you be my man, you going to have to be my husband. And if you ain't ready to get married, then I'm not the one for you. Guess how many of them gonna run? All of them. All of them that ain't ready. But if you have sex with this man and he can call the phone on your phone and he can capitalize on all your time and you all this, you know, hand and foot for him, but this is not your husband, let me tell you something. He can change his mind at any minute and you can be gone and he gonna be gone and that's it. You gonna be left holding the short end of the stick. And it's happening every time. It happened to our mamas. It happened to their mamas. It happened to us. And I think in our daughters' generation, our daughters are the ones that saying F-R-E-E. Listen, our daughters ain't going. They ain't going. Oh, no. And I love it. I mean, I don't love the ratchetness, okay? Keep the ratchet, okay? But a lot of our daughters is like, I'm not having no children. I'm not letting them get me pregnant. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Because when I was growing up, I'm just going to be honest with you. There were a lot of girls that was pregnant in high school. That was normal. That was very normal. But in this generation, if you see a girl pregnant in high school, it's like, what? You said they waking up? Yes, for sure. For sure. You said he can change his mind in marriage. He can change his mind in marriage. But the thing is, now he took this covenant for sure. You said he can change his mind in marriage. He can change his mind in marriage. But the thing is, now he took this covenant between you, him, and the Creator. That's the difference. He didn't take a covenant or make an oath or nothing. He has nothing saying that, look, I know you gave me this woman because you know we created for the man. Okay, help the man. Bear the children. Nurture humanity. That's what the woman's role is. When he marries you, he's saying not only to you, but he's saying to our Creator, this woman that you gave to me, I'm going to do right by her. I'm going to take care of her. I'm going to take care of my family, and I'm going to do what I need to do. If he reneges on that, then let me tell you something. That's a whole nother thing, okay? That's why these men ain't trying to get married. I'm telling you the truth. They don't want to take that covenant and be in that covenant with our Creator and with you, knowing that they can slip and fall. So they're like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. Nah, look, that's just a piece of paper. We don't need that paper. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. You got contracts in the spiritual realm. You got contracts in the physical realm. You do need that paper. It means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot not only for you and him and your covenant between, you two and our Creator, but also When it comes to your life and your legacy, I was able to find my grandparents because of their marriage license. If I was not able to find their marriage license, I would not have been able to find them or their grave. Okay? And I got a long history or whatever that went back. But that marriage license, that is something. It means something. And these men don't mind signing a contract for nothing else. But they don't want to sign a contract or be in contract in partnership, because that's what it is. It's a partnership. They don't want to be in partnership with you. There's a reason why. Because they know what's up. On a soul level, they know what's up. That's not nothing to play with. It's really not. And for the men that's out there that's getting married, having children with this woman, and then still trying to do the same thing they used to do, baby, they done. Just keep living. Keep watching them and keep living. You'll see. You'll see. Keep watching them and keep on living. Just like the men is having these children and leaving these children by themselves, they ain't gonna make it. Sorry, but I ain't sorry. So if you're a man out there and you listening, the best thing you can do is go back and get that child. I don't care what you and that baby mama going through. I don't care how terrible she is. I promise you, if you become a better man, she's going to be a better woman. She's going to be a better mother. And you are going to be a better father for that child. And that child is going to be better because of you, the leader. But a lot of men don't like challenges. They want everything perfect. They want a perfect woman, perfect life, perfect this, perfect that. Everything got to be perfect in my life. Anytime they get a challenge, they run. Oh, challenge. Oh, good challenge. It's like, what? Meanwhile, the women are in the trenches. We getting down in the down, doing whatever we got to do because it got to be done. Listen, spirit regulating. Spirit regulating because it's time. It's time. It's time for a change. And it starts with us. It starts with us. Because you laughing out for real. They be running like some little biatches. Yo, biat. Is that a biat? Do I smell a biat? That's what they be doing, cousin. And they don't want a black woman, okay? They definitely don't want a black woman. They say, oh no, I know what's going on with you. No, I need something I can play with. Go find you something to play with. That's what I say. Go find you somebody to play with. Because you can't play games with somebody that's not a game. Don't play. Don't play. You be stuck in love. That's why I used to tell my ex, and he was stuck in love until the day he went up to that upper room. Rest his soul. Rest his soul. Stuck in love. I'm like, I used to tell him, like, dang, why you acting like this? I thought I'm the female. I'm supposed to be acting like this. You acting like this? You crazy. Let him act crazy. Okay? Do what you got to do for yourself. Keep working on yourself. Keep healing yourself. That's the best thing you can do for yourself, for your future relationship, for your children, and everybody else. Keep working on yourself. And when you do have a man come into your life, man, don't lose yourself. Especially after you done found yourself. You did all this work on yourself, healing work and everything. Just to go sliding back with him. Because he say, oh, this is the right way to go. This is the way it should be. No. We got to always keep our eyes on spirit. We always have to do that. You say exactly. Yes, cousin. Exactly. They're in their feminine era. Yeah. Which is not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. Because, you know, a lot of men need to be more compassionate. I think, you know, that's a feminine thing. So being, you know, feminine is not bad. But it's that weakness, you know. Don't take on that weak femininity, okay? Let us be weak. Because I think a lot of women, we're being guided to be weak. We really are. It's like we can't be strong no more. The strength is out the door. All our days of being strong and carrying the load and doing all of that, park it. That's why your cup is empty. Because Spirit is telling you, no more. No more of that. No more. It's time for us to get into our rightful positions. And that is the woman nurturing, being loving, being kind, being compassionate, being patient, being, you know, firm, of course, but, not being the leader of everything. The man needs to step into his role as a leader and quit running like a little and thinking life is going to be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect. You stick it out. You work it out. That's how it goes. I got 2 tiny Dimies. Thank you, cousin. Oh, we almost at 10K likes. Thank you. You said working on my patience, cousin. It's a process. It's a process, but that's feminine. That's feminine. A lot of women, they look feminine, but they are not feminine. These women are mean as a snake, all right? They will bite your head off, chop your head off, eat your head off. I don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing. You say, how can I be in my divine feminine and be financially free? Get spiritually connected. Connect to the spirit. I'm telling you, our creator wants to take care of us. And as women, we feel like we have to do everything because a man isn't there. Your creator is your man. Like they used to say, your daddy is your man before you get married to your husband. Your creator is your man before you get with that husband. Say your daddy is your man before you get married to your husband. Your creator is your man before you get with that husband. So when you get in alignment, and getting in alignment is, I don't want to say obedience because it's going to sound very religious, but that is what it is. We all know what is expected of us. And if we follow that guidance from spirit within, then you will get into alignment with spirit. You cannot do what you want to do on this hand and then say, oh, please bless me. Oh, please. Ooh, please pay my bills. Take care of everything. No. You want to follow behind that man. You want to go out there and do all the stuff that you want to do. But then you want to come over here and say, oh, let me into this inheritance and help me. Spirit ain't doing it. Spirit's not doing it. Excuse me. You say, yes, God. That's the reason why women have to work hard. That's the reason why men have to work hard. We all have to work hard because we want to do it our way. It's like if your parent has an inheritance. I always say this. If your parents have a rich inheritance, they're not giving it to you while you on crack, bruh. No. You want to turn up? You want to keep? Okay, keep on doing it. Nobody going to tell you to stop. But you can't expect this billion, million, quadrillion dollar inheritance to be left in your hands because you're going to mess it up. So it's not happening. It's going to go to people who are listening, following the guidance, people who are being obedient, all right, and not doing what you want to do, but doing what you're being guided to do, even when you don't want to do it. Because spirit is going to require you to do some things that you don't want to do. It's not all about this God is good, God is great, let us thank him for the food, amen. It ain't that, okay? Our creator comes down on you very heavy. And you have to be okay with it, just like if a parent comes down on you, because it's for your highest good. So if spirit is guiding you to leave this man alone, you keep going back to him. You can do that until the cows come home. But don't think that you don't have to work to take care of yourself, because you're going to have to always do it. Because that's what vibration you're on. You said, I have a husband, but finances are tight, and I'm a Capricorn, he's a Pisces. So if you know, you know. Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. I say there's a person that we choose. There's a person that spirit chooses for us, our divine partner. Decide which one that is. Excuse me. Is this a person that you chose to marry? You want to be with this person? You're choosing to be with this person? Or do you feel like this is your divine partner, that you know this is the person that you're going to be safe with? A lot of times we get married very early, very soon, and we get married sometimes before we get enlightenment. Only spirit can give us enlightenment. We don't know. So, people don't really like what I have to say about marriage, but, I always say do what's best for you. That's what I say. Do what's best for you. You know what you need to do. And if you know what you need to do, then hanging on to whatever it is in this realm, whether it's your husband or whoever, okay? If you hold on to it, it's going to be hard. You're going to struggle with that person. You're going to struggle with that person. And sometimes you can be with a person that was supposed to only be in your life for a certain period of time. They weren't supposed to be in your life forever. But we will try to make that person stay forever. So it's like, okay, well, since you want to be with them, then y'all both can go over there. That's how it go. We said, no, please let him come in. Let him come in. Look, the spirit. Excuse me. Y'all just kidding. Cause I'm just playing. Y'all can come. You said I'm okay being alone. Same. You said I'm not getting married. Sorry. I know that's right. You said dropping dimes. I'm just saying. I just got to be honest with you because that's what I'm feeling. You said you're going to pay the price for being disobedient. Yeah, we all do. We all do. And I believe in marriage. I do believe in marriage. But what I'll say for women, we have to believe in our Creator more. And I think for women, we believe in marriage more than we believe in our Creator. And that's a problem. That's an issue. That's an issue. Because we will totally lose our mind in a relationship. And it's not wrong to be that way. Because when you get with your man, your divine partner, you're supposed to give it all to him. You got to. You got to give him everything. Because that's what you're there to do. But it got to be somebody that you can trust. It got to be somebody that Spirit is saying, this is the man that I want you to help. Help this man. But Spirit is not going to tell you to help a man and you can't help yourself. No. Because you can't help him. And that's the reason why a lot of men are not staying in relationships. Because they're like, dang, man. This woman let me smash on the first date. This woman let me do this. And trust me, I'm not no saint, okay? I'm telling you. I am not no saint. But what they need from a woman is a woman to say, look, put your finger in his face. No, just kidding. Not put your finger in his face. But they do. They don't need a woman to be all up in their face. It's like, he's so dreamy. You know how the girls was on Gaston on Beauty and the Beast, the movie? How the girls was on the side when Gaston came. I think that's his name, Gaston, whatever. And he was all at the Belle, right? The princess. And he's like, ooh, I love Belle, this and that. He's trying to get with Belle. And Belle was like, no, Gaston, with your slick, greasy hair self. No, I don't want you. Okay? But he kept on trying to get with her. He loved him some Belle. And she was just sweet and innocent, but she wasn't playing no game with him. But then the other girls that was on the side, all the little hoochie cheerleaders on the side, they was like, oh, Gaston, okay? And he just came up close to one of them, right? Y'all remember, he came up close to one of them and they just smelled his neck and was like, oh. And he fell out on the ground. You said, and it's not kidding. That's exactly what they want. That is what they want. That's the only thing they respect. They respect a woman that is going to say, look, partner, okay, stop playing games with me. I have to even tell my sons that when they be trying to come and run a little faulty game. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, baby. Don't try to play the game with me like that, baby. Don't do it. Trying to insult my intelligence, and I don't like that. But, a lot of women, we don't have a clue. That's just real. We just don't. We really don't. But we're going to get there. That's why Spirit is guiding us to focus on ourselves, heal ourselves, become a better woman. You're going to be the best wife. You're going to be the best wife. You're going to be able to help this man to heal. And you're going to move forward independently, but also together. He has his purpose. You have your purpose. And you just work like an oil machine. You just work together like that. Whatever you need, he got you. Whatever he need, you got him. And I'm not talking about like sex and money and that type of thing. It's more like energetically, And I believe that's what a divine partnership is. It's just like a puzzle piece. You just fit together. It's no fighting. You know what I'm saying? Why would there be fighting in a divine partnership? This man is for you, you for him. What's there to fight about? You understand him. You seek to understand him. He seeks to understand you. This man is for you, you for him. What's there to fight about? You understand him. You seek to understand him. He seeks to understand you. You get together, you get along. What's there to fight about? Are you going to have disagreements? Is it not going to be okay? Yeah, it's going to be all that. But it should never be well, get the out there. Well, when you coming home? And all this crazy stuff that, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't need to argue and fight with each other. We need to get along. But we got to get along with ourselves. And most of us don't want to be alone. We don't even like our own self. So if we don't like our own self, then we say we want somebody else to come in and treat us better than we treating ourselves. Thank you, cousin. Oh, I got some tiny nighties. Thank you. Yeah, we don't like ourselves. We don't, especially as women. You know, you see it more and more nowadays. It's like, dang, women don't even like how they look no more. I'm not perfect, but this is what you gonna get. Sure. I mean, I could dress it up and make it look dressy and all of that, but I'm not about to cut on my face or none of that stuff and get another butt. This is what I got, and I'm good with it. And a lot of women are just not good with who they are. It's like, but who else you gonna be? Who else are you going to be besides yourself? I guess because I was raised like this. Because I'm telling you something, I'm gonna let y'all go. When I was younger, I remember when I was probably like in 5th grade, I was looking in the mirror one time doing my hair, and I used to have really short hair, baby. I was bald head, baby, when I was younger. I was like, dang, mama, why you never comb my hair? I always looking crazy with one little barrette hanging off the end. Always looking crazy. But anyway, and I look like my daddy too. So to be a little girl with one nappy hair and one beret hanging on the end of it, getting ready to fall off, okay, that was hard for me. But when I got older and I got probably like in 5th grade, I can remember one day I was trying to do my hair and my hair was still short. I didn't have no hair. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I healed. But I was in the mirror, cousin, and I was trying to do my hair. And I used to use this gel, like to gel my hair down and stuff like that, because that was like the thing back then, you know, probably like 5th grade, something like that. I used to gel my hair down and put a bunch of ponytail holders on the back, because that's how we used to do it when you didn't really have no hair back in the day. It didn't matter, because you just put a bunch of ponytail holders around it, wrap it, and, you know, you got a bunch of ponytail holders, no hair, ponytail holders, okay? But it wasn't doing what I needed it to do this day. And so I was looking in the mirror and I was crying, cousin. I started crying. And I was just like, oh, I just hate the way I look. I don't like it, right? I was crying. So my brother came in the bathroom, right? So he was looking at me, and my brother tore his energy. He's like, man, what you crying for? I said, I don't know why my hair is like this. It's just so short and I don't like the way it look with my face and everything. He was like, man, you up in here crying, man. That's how you supposed to look. Ain't nothing wrong with the way you look. That's how you supposed to look. And that made me stop crying, cousin. He told me that. I never will forget it. And he was like, that's how you supposed to look. And so I felt so crazy for crying about the way I look and the way my hair look, because that was the way it's supposed to be. That's what my brother told me. And it's my big brother. I believe everything my big brother said, even though I had to unlearn a lot of stuff he taught me. But that part right there, he was right. And so I stopped crying. He's like, man, quit crying. Ain't nothing wrong with the way you look. You look how you supposed to look. And I'm telling you, that stuck with me in my soul. That stuck with me. Because I know that the way I look, this is how I'm supposed to look. Look, it's going to make me cry and get emotional, cousin. You said, cousin? Yes, cousin, it's me. It's me. You said, I love it. Yes, cousin. But maybe they didn't have no tourists in their family to give them the raw truth like I did. But he's always teased me all the time. Like when I used to get emotional and stuff, for some reason he didn't want me to be a girl. Like my brother thought I was his brother. I was not his brother. You don't control me. I am a girl. But yeah, he said that to me and that stuck with me. And that really, like, I am a girl. But yeah, he said that to me and that stuck with me. And that really, like, it helped me to see that there's nothing you can do about the way you look. That's something I learned back in elementary school. So by the time I got to middle school, I learned how to do my hair. That's when weave came out, okay? That's when weave was real big. And my older sister started coming home with weave in her hair. I said, girl, what's that hanging out the back of your head? Said that's such a sweet core memory. Yes, because it is. Now my brother ain't sweet, okay? He is so, he forward. Y'all know towards people. That's just how they are. But yeah, it stuck with me. cousin, when my sister came home and she had that little piece hanging out the back of her hair, I said, now this back in the 90s, mind you. I said, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Because you did not have that hanging out the back this morning because I'm making myself cry. Woo, it's funny. So I said, I want one of those DuckTales, okay? Because I'm cracking up. Y'all quit laughing at me. You said, I'm always coming to your lives. Thank you, cousin. You said you always gonna come to my lives. Woo, cousin, I can't stop laughing. But I was just so surprised because I didn't know nothing about weave. I didn't know. So when she started wearing weave, because she used to wear like her hair cut short at the top was like this style, right? Her hair was cut short at the top, but she used to glue tracks in the back. So I was like, give me some of those. Give me some of that little piece you got back there. So my sister bought me my first weave when I was in elementary school. Or no, I was in middle school by this time. And baby, I used to do my hair, okay? And I figured as long as I had my hair done, I look good. That's why I ain't hating on nobody who wear weave, because that's a phase, okay? That is a phase. You know, you got to learn to love what you look like. Just you and you. But until you get to that point, you're going to wear that weave tucked off on the back because it just, you know, it does something to us, especially as black women, because we don't know how to take care of our hair. Nobody taught us how to take care of our hair. If I would have knew how to take care of my hair and grow my hair, I would have felt different about it. But since I didn't, baby, I threw that weave up in there. Baby, I had a swoop right here, waterfalls right there, curl, cramp, bun. I did all that. All the styles. People used to come to me. I used to be doing hair at my mama's kitchen. I did my own hair. 8th grade graduation. I don't need nobody to do my hair. That's why my daughter like that. My daughter's the same way. She don't need nobody to do her hair, her nails, her makeup, make her clothes. She do all that. I did the same thing. Baby, I thought I was all that if I started wearing that weave. I used to have a little piece of hair slicked on the side like this. Like the Joker. Baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me a thing. I thought it was all that. It's fun. You said it's fun. It's a creative outlet. Yes. You said facts. I need to do better with me and my daughter. Yeah. It's a process. It is a process. See, now my daughter's natural. But before she went natural, she did all the hairstyles. She used to do her own braids. She used to make her own little wig pieces and do all that type of stuff. I said, girl, I did the same thing when I was in high school. I did the same thing. I sure did. Because you laughing, boy, I'm cracking it up. But yeah, you know, we got to love ourselves, and that includes our hair. Our hair is a part of us. It really is. And we're not really taught that, you know, loving your hair is a part of your identity. Nobody's telling us that. I didn't know that either. And Spirit really guided me from within to go natural. I just felt like I just had the desire to go natural for no other reason. I just got tired of wearing weave. I got tired of, you know, not feeling my hair. So I was just thinking like, you know, I want to twist my hair and go natural. And I actually like my own hair. So I did this myself. But it was a thought for probably about a year. And then I actually did it. But I put my wigs back on top of it, baby, because I wasn't going out. I put that wig back on just like this and snapped it on the back like a helmet. Baby, it took some time. So that's why I say take your time. But at least, you know, start going out a little bit without your weave. You know, it's okay. It's all right. Nobody gonna laugh at you, nothing like that. And if you don't like having short hair, you don't have to like having short hair. I don't want to have short hair, so I like having long hair. So I have locks. You can get micro locks, the skinnier ones. You can get them bigger if you want. And your hair will grow if you just leave it alone. So I had to learn that too. But cause you laughed it out for real, man. I'm for real. We gotta love every part of ourselves. So that's what we doing over here at the Lighthouse, okay? We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna enjoy life. We're gonna laugh even at the hard times, okay? At all the things we're going through. We're gonna make it through it together. So you have support. That's one thing I want you to know. You are not alone. You have support. So join us in spiritual alignment class. If you need clarity about anything, download that free guide, all right? and join the community, because you have support. All right, you've been doing it long enough by yourself. You ain't gotta do it no more. It's a 4-week commitment to yourself in spiritual alignment class, and I guarantee you, and I don't like to make promises, but after that 4 weeks, the 28-day cycle, you know, the moon cycles every 28 days. You have a 28-day cycle as a woman. Commit to yourself for 28 days and watch what Spirit does in your life. It's not me, it's not the class, it's what's going to happen in your life. You're going to see a difference. You're going to see a difference. And baby, you're going to be shining, okay? Because I didn't choose to do this, okay? Losing weight, doing my hair and all this. This is all guidance. I just learned to listen to the guidance. So spiritual alignment class is going to sharpen you up. That's all we need. We need to just be sharpened up and get our attention where it needs to go. You said, I'm about to do the same because the price they charge to start locks is crazy. Yeah, it's way too expensive. It's too expensive. You can do it on your own. I did 2 strand twists. So just make sure your parts are a decent size and not too small. You can do it on your own. Just twist your hair in 2 twists. Okay, those 2 strand twists if your hair is natural. Now you got to have natural hair. You can't have no perm because it ain't going to twist right if you have a perm. But once you twist your hair up, just leave it. Just leave it. You said you're waiting on a registration email. Because you don't need a registration email. Not for a spiritual alignment class. For spiritual alignment class, you just leave your name and your email, and then you go ahead. You go ahead and check out. And then once you check out, make sure y'all join the private community. Because once you join the private community, that's where we at. Okay, so you may not see me here on live all the time. Because y'all know I'm going live, you know, maybe a couple times. But we in spiritual alignment class in the private group. So once you get that first introduction email, you're also going to get a link to join the community. So join. You said, okay, let me go back. I must have did it wrong. Okay. If you got the free guide, then that will give you an email. And then you will be able to get the guide from there. You can download it from there. That's something that you get in your email. Yes, but spiritual alignment class, that's something different. You're going to get assignments starting Sunday. So today's that you get in your email. Yes, but spiritual alignment class, that's something different. You're going to get assignments starting Sunday. So today's Thursday. Sunday, you'll get your first assignment. But you'll be able to join the community today. So we texting there, we talking there. We got cousins in this state, in Alabama together, California together, we in Georgia together. Okay, you're gonna link up with women that are in your community, and that's what I see for the spiritual alignment class and for the Lighthouse in general. It's just us connecting with women that are on their healing journey, but also being in a community with women that are in your state, in your city, or nearby where you are, so you can connect with them. Because a lot of times we don't have family, and like we're talking about, you don't have anybody to really talk to or to connect with. So you have that here. And this is a safe place because I don't play no games with my cousins, okay? We don't do no drama. We ain't doing no drama. And we don't have that anyway because that's not what we attract. So if you come to the Lighthouse and join spiritual alignment class, I know your energy good. So that's just what it is. You said, what do we click on after that? So just go to my picture, and then there's going to be a link. It's going to pop out. It's going to say spiritual alignment class. Join spiritual alignment class. You click on that. You say having trouble signing up. Yeah, just click on that link. It's really simple. It's really simple. If you have any more questions, just send me an email at info@the-lighthouse-store, or excuse me, that's the wrong email. info@lighthousewomenswellnesscenter.com. Okay. You say it gave me the same message. What message, cousin? What's the message saying? When you click on spiritual alignment class. It should be working, and I'm scared to click off of here. Oh, okay. Okay, well, just send me an email. Okay, send me an email. It's info@lighthousewomenswellnesscenter.com. You said success. Please check your email to complete your registration. Okay, that's for the guide. That's for the guide. So you're going to get that right away in your email. That's if you got the guide. But spiritual alignment class, it'll take you to a page where you can check out. Then once you check out, it's half off while I'm on this live. So You could join now for half off because that's not the normal price. The price is higher than that. But normally when I come on, and I don't come on every week. I don't even come on every 2 weeks. I come on whenever I'm guided to come on. Y'all know that's how I go. But y'all know where to find me. You say you'll try from your PC. Okay. Okay, you can try from your PC or just send me an email because it should be okay. But if not, I can get you together. Even if I have to add you myself, I'll add you myself. Because I did have to do that the other day for one of our cousins. I had to add her myself, so that's fine. Okay. You said okay, I'm sure I'll try. Okay. Y'all know where to reach me now, okay? Because my information is there. And I'll check out the links and everything to make sure everything is okay. So if you don't send an email, just try back in a minute. Because once we get off of here, once we hang up, then I'll check it out and I'll fix it. Okay. All right, cousin. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. We've been over here laughing and cutting up everything. Look, it's time for me to go eat. Do what you need to do. You know what you need to do. And remember what I told you. That even if you don't do it, you could wait 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, however many times you want to go around this cycle. It's still going to be the same thing. It's not going to change, okay? You have support, all right? All right, cousin. Bye, cousin. You said bye, cousin. Bye, y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm praying for y'all every single day. And I'm sending you all my love and warmest hugs on your healing journey, okay? You said it will send an email link. It's after the email. Okay, yes. Okay, so you got it. Okay. Yeah, you'll get a link after you put in your email and you put in your name and then you check your email and then you'll be able to join. Yes, cousin. Okay. All right, I'll see y'all in our private community because I'm always in there, okay? 24/7. I have that on my phone, so it comes through like a text on my phone. So it'll be like y'all texting me because I literally can see everything. So... yes, you said, okay, you made your payment and you in there. Okay, period. Okay, and when you come to the group, make sure you say hi, okay? Because you're gonna see the women is in there, okay? We in there. All right, cousin, I love y'all. You said see you later, cousin. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Y'all know I don't even want to go, but I gotta go. I don't even know how long we've been on this thing. But I will talk to y'all soon. And for the ladies that join spiritual alignment class, send me a message or type in the chat. Okay? Get in the chat. What they say? W chat. All right, cuz I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.